Do you pay Baker Mayfield what rumors are spreading right now, upwards around $40 million? Do you pay Baker Mayfield that much money?
No. Not that he's not deserving. If I'm a team, I'm paying for what you are. The same thing for Dak, and I talk with this about my boys. I thought do you extend them? Do you not? It's the same thing. I go to Dak and I say, listen, like you had an amazing year. The success and whatnot is a team game. I want you around, but I'm not paying you $50 million plus. It's just I can't sit here and say that that's what you're worth, and you could think that, and players can think that, and it's the same thing for Baker. Baker, I love you. I love what you've done for the team. You lead, but you are a 30 to 35 a year quarterback. Now, we'd love to have you there, and we'll guarantee and make it so it's good for both sides, but I'm not paying average quarterbacks. I'm not saying Dak's average quarterback. I think he's above average, but in Baker's case, like, you might as well just draft a kid and keep the cap instead of being locked up $50 million a year. Like, there's no way. Same thing with Love. I'm making him prove me another year and maybe another year before I pay him $50 million plus. 1 year is not going to do it for me. If I
agree with you 100%. I don't know. We're so quick to anoint guys in this day and age. We talk about it all the time on the show with Smitty. We're so quick and immediate to anoint guys, and then I think we get overzealous. We pay, we ruin our roster, and a year later we're trying to get out of a bad contract. That's all you hear now. Trying to get out of the Kyler Murray. I'm trying to get out of the hold on. Let this guy show you that he can do it. If he had beat the Niners, Jordan Love, we're talking, and he goes on and maybe I pay him. He did something Aaron Rodgers couldn't do.
But then you're stuck in the Joe Flacco situation.
Yeah.
And he had him by the balls. So I listen, it was his first big contract. And if it's a first big contract for yourself, I say get what you can, get the most you can. If it's your second and third and you've already made so much money, then are you really about winning, especially for the quarterback position, especially for them, because you control the team with the amount of money you hold up. And then as management goes, you're put in a position that, do you continue to ride with this guy and kind of suffer the consequences later down the road, or do you start over? It's just a tough line to draw, but I'm more so make them earn it. I had to play 4 years, hit free agency before I got my second deal. I had to play my whole 5 years after that to get my third deal. And at that point, I had made enough money where I wasn't trying to break the bank then. It was more so fit. It was more so how many more players can I bring with me for my last stop. And I think that gets lost in the shuffle. You want to make, when is enough money enough money? I think we all can understand, like, when you have a lot of money in the bank, if you're not dumb with your money, you should be able to be. That's generation wealth, like generation. So the whole Tom Brady example, like, I'm not saying you should take 10 million or whatever he was making, but let's make it worth it. Guys are making so much money nowadays. Like, let's spread it out and try to make this a dynasty.
You also have to trust your front office, though, that they're going to make the right decisions.
No doubt.
It's like I've seen cases where guys have took the team discount, so to speak, or whatever, and then they still don't win because the GM or whatever didn't put the right team around them. So
I agree.
It's still a risk, and that's why I always lean more so on the side of the player just getting your money. Only because I also understand the NFL stands for not for long. A lot of these guys don't have guarantees, so you better make as much as you can while you can, because once it gets cut off, it's cut off. So I feel what you're saying, though. Like, at some point,
I see both. Yep. I support guys, but when it's like quarterbacks, it's you're making crazy.
So much.
Like, you're making 1 year, you're making what guys used to make in their entire careers. So it's, where is the balance? Where is, but like you said, management, you don't make those type of decisions. You're not improving the team. Well, then you're losing and you're miserable. Like, no amount of money can make you happy when you're losing, and everyone, it's not fun. It's not worth it. And especially when you've already made it per se.
Right.